Hey, morning folks. How's it going? In this one I'm going to show you a field expedited way to repair a pack strap or other bit of webbing on your packs that you want to turn into a quick release, or perhaps you just want to turn your arm strap into a quick release as well. Anyway, so you're hiking along and I don't know, you put your pack down and accidentally step on a strap and there you go, now you're broken. So, using what you should have with you, we're going to fix that. I'm just going to throw this up here. And I'll put this into view, hopefully. Alright. So, you're broken. If you can, remove your strap first so you don't damage it. And if not, I'm not going to, just to show you how to avoid damaging it. So let's say this is not broken here and you don't want to remove it for some reason. It's too thick to get through sometimes. What you're going to want to do is take these. Oops. Take your multi-tool, get in, hold it nice and tight, and just break it sideways. And there you go. It'll pretty much fall apart. Alright, so this one's going to be a little bit trickier because it's usually a little bit thicker plastic. What you can actually do is just push your webbing aside here, expose the bar, and again, work against its geometry. There we go. Now it's open. Alright, so now our strap is free. We have two ends, not connected. Now if you didn't have this, I mean, you could just take that apart and stick this through and then tie it down. But you should keep an extra buckle on you. Alright, so we have a buckle. I'm going to separate the buckle. We're going to take the bar so that the bar is on top. Alright, some buckles, the front side of the buckle, the bar is on the bottom. Unless the buckle is curved, if the buckle is curved, you have to go with the curve. You don't really have much of a choice. But if it's a flat buckle, make sure that the bar is on top. And the reason for that is it'll hold it tighter to the pack. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your webbing here, just stick it through that first notch. Now, if you're a taller person, you could go with the second one. I'm 5'10", 11 kind of deal. All right, so I pre-knotted this. Now, when you do these, you should take your multi-tool, tie your knot, and then tighten it with the multi-tool, cut it, and when you burn it, round it as you're melting. Not as you're melting it, rather, but as it, as it starts to cool off, and you tap it down. Just round it off the edges a little bit, so that way you don't have any sharps. Because if you have any sharps, it can start scratching on stuff, even your own arms. Alright. Now, I just used a piece of string from another application to show you a worst case scenario. You could use a piece of a stick, like just a twig, and stick that through there, and that'll be fine. Or you can use a thicker piece of string. And what I used to do is actually make little metal bars. Then I was sitting there and I realized that I could save a lot of weight with the string. So on a thinner piece of string, if you just go once, it'll actually pull through, see? So that's no good. And it's a pain. If you don't have anything to grab on after you've cut the string, it's a real pain to get it back through. So, I'll try and get this back through here. It's funny, eh? It's just the way it works, but it goes one way, not the other. Ah, no, I'm not going to get it. Start over. So shove that through here. And depending on your cordage, you may want to cinch or sin. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyways. Bit of a brain fart there. But anyways, you might want to melt the one end to push it through first. Singe. There we go. Alright, so what I've done to stop it pushing right through is just go through a second time. It doesn't look as nice as if it was just once, but it's not too bad. So push it through. Now, you see it's nice and straight here. Pull it so it's actually not straight, so that when your knot goes in, it's nice and flush. Put your knot in. See? A little bit further. So I got it like that. And just work it down there. And you can grab it from this loop. There. That should be alright, and if not, too damn bad. Alright, once your knot's cut, or not cut rather, but put in place, loosen it up, and that should be more or less flush again. Alright. I thought this would be a 1.5-minute video. I've been rambling. When you cut this, cut with about 1.5 millimeters extra. For you non-mathematical folks, I guess that would be a quarter or an eighth, somewhere in there. Oh, great, of course. Oh, tip. Use small Bics. They warm up faster in your hand when you have to use them. Or carry a small Bic anyways. You don't have to necessarily use it all the time, but make that your emergency. Another thing I like to do with the lighters, and I'll make another video on that, is for my emergency lighter, I wrap string around. Like I take a little piece of tape the string here, and then wrap it around a few times to lock out this from being able to be pressed down. Man. Alright, well I'm gonna I'll singe that. Singe. Not cinch. We'll cinch it, then singe it. Anyways, I'll singe that inside when my lighter warms up. You could use a cold or a hot stick or something too, right? Or not even if you don't necessarily want to. If you're just going to do some sort of a permanent repair at a later date. My other side came out, much neater. So once it's actually in place and whatnot, and it settles in, and then all you got to do, once it settles in, it'll be fine. This is not my best video, apparently. Another coffee before I make videos. Alright, so take this guy. Now, I've noticed that some manufacturers have their straps facing this way, coming to the, like they come like this and then turn this way, and then some turn this way. This is wrong. And it's just because the guys who have putting it together at the factory have never put it on their back for an actual hike. Make sure your thing, your arm strap comes in the proper way. And just to further show you how people who don't actually hike shouldn't design gear, or don't use gear shouldn't design gear. Once this is in place properly, and this would have been the same with the original clip on there. So once this is in place properly, you see how that's facing the wrong way? It's stitched in backwards. So anyways, there you go. Now your pack's fixed, and less time than it takes me to fumble my words. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.